are you, sir?
I'm doing well, thank you. How are you?
Wonderful, wonderful. So our first question is going to be, how can we as TMSA support the families of the fallen law enforcement officers while they were in the line of duty?
Well, I think one of the first things I would say is to continue to lift their families up in prayer, one. The next thing I would say is to send a letter, a type of a letter of showing your concern, your love for them, encouragement. And then 3, look and see. I don't talk much about finances because I don't know what families need, but I let people come together and do what they believe that they need to do for the families.
Hello, Sheriff Rogers. Welcome to TMSA. It's nice to meet you. I'm Zaina.
Hey, Zaina. I'm grateful to be here. Good to meet you as well.
Yeah, thank you so much. So, what are some challenges you face when collaborating with other law enforcement agencies such as the FBI, Navy, CIA, or military?
Well, it's interesting. I was talking with an individual yesterday from the United States Army that came by the office yesterday. Very great conversation. So no challenges that we've had with them. The FBI, no challenges there. Homeland Security, SBI, other organizations that we have that are local. There's no power struggle with us. The directors, the sheriff, the chiefs of police, task force directors or administrators, they understand that we're here to work together as a whole, as a team, and we're all fighting the same cause. So no power struggle. There hasn't really been any challenges. You know, anytime you deal with task forces, or trying to do projects, everything takes money. So, of course, capital at times or budgets have been a little strenuous there, but other than that, everything's been good.
And as a second question, as a sheriff, are your responsibilities any different or more challenging than when you were a deputy?
That is a great question. So I'm going to say yes, they're more challenging and there are more responsibilities as it was when I was a deputy. As the sheriff of Guilford County, I'm responsible for over 560,000 people. So that includes all the family members, everybody. So, and that's what's counted. That's counted through census. So I don't know how many people, we don't know totally exactly how many people are here now, have risen to come here or not, but a great opportunity to be able to serve the many different communities in Guilford County. I get a chance to meet the people, I get a chance to listen to their issues and concerns, their ideals, and the main goal is to make sure that we communicate together, learn each other, learn the cultures that are here from different locations, and understand that no one is any better and different than anybody else. Our goal is to make sure that people understand. As the sheriff, my responsibility is to make sure that everyone feels comfortable.
What programs or initiatives are available to high school students within your department or career?
So, the programs that we run for the high school students, we like to say we start out with the junior Explore teams for kids that are in elementary school coming up, and then those that are in the middle school to high school, we have the Teenage Explore program. So that Explore program helps give them a sense of an idea of what we do in law enforcement. We also have the Teenage Youth Academy that is 2 weeks a year, every year. We've had that for the last several years, and it's been attended very well with local teenagers. So we try to give them some input, or better yet, some hands-on experience of riding in a patrol vehicle, having some mock training when it comes to firearms, doing emergency CPR training, learning the policies and procedures and the legislature's laws that come in. So we bring speakers in to help teach what needs to be taught to our program, for our program.
Yes, all right. What happens to seized property, and is it possible for the public to purchase it?
What happens when property is seized, it goes through the government to be recorded, re-recorded as we seize stuff here with our local county. And then it goes through the necessarily channels, which is state and federal. And then once everything is settled with the case or cases, then it is entered into the government auction, where the government auctions it off and the public is able to purchase it or bid on it.
Have you encountered any unsolved crimes that you found particularly interesting or feel might resurface in the future?
So I guess I will be talking about a little bit of cold cases here and there. I am very interested in cases that we have not solved or have been unsolved for many years. There's a couple cases that are on my radar that have been unsolved for decades. So yes, I am very interested, and the team knows it. We're doing some digging and stuff now as I could speak on that just a tad bit. But I am very interested in making sure that we can solve cold cases or cases that people say that are unsolved.
What challenges did you face while advancing through the police ranks?
Well, I did not advance through the police ranks as a deputy or as a police officer. The challenges that I did experience was the lack of ability to be able to do a lot of things that some of my co-team workers was able to do, some classes and stuff like that. But nevertheless, fast forwarded, the challenges that I faced to win the seat of sheriff of Guilford County and to become the elected official for the community of Guilford County, the citizens, was the making sure that I could have an open communication with people, control my narrative, control the things that I needed to put out for people to know and learn who I am.
How are K-9 units involved in law enforcement duties, and what role do they play in your department?
So K-9 units are deputy sheriffs. They are sworn to do what needs to be done as a K-9 officer. They play large roles. They go in and make sure that buildings are searched. They do a lot of tracking. We do some bomb dogs. We have drug sniffing dogs. So they're very needed within the organization, a very essential piece of the organization where they help us with the things that the human race can't detect or identify. They are able to do such a phenomenal job with it.
My question for you is, how do you balance your personal life and needs with your demanding role in the community? And is it challenging to manage your workload, especially since you're on a call of the time holiday?
What's your name?
Ahmed.
Ahmed, you sound like you live in my house. That's a great question. At times it is very challenging, but it has to be done. I find a way to make sure that daily I take time out to reflect, and I take time out to spend time with God. With being able to do that, I ask for direction on what I should do, how to handle the life of a sheriff, how to deal with life with a personal individual as a personal human being. So at times it's more challenging than others, but for the most part of it, I think it's going to always maybe be a little challenging, but always I want to be a personal humbleness where people can know that I'm intentional about what we say and what we do, but they know they can come to me and talk to me about anything. And that helps me out. That helps me balance life because I am just another human being as everybody else.
And work must be really stressful for you.
Well, it's not really stressful. Some days it's stressful than others. That's just real. My mother has this thing. She calls me every day and she'll say, "How's your day?" And I say, every day is a good day, but some days are more challenging than others. So I face those days too.
That's really great, right?
Hi, so with the increasing presence of drugs and alcohol at the middle school level, what advice do you have for students and parents to stay safe?
The advice that I have for parents and students to stay safe is, one, know who you're around. Know who is around you. Know your environment. Stay away from those that you know that mean you no good. Drugs, weapons, and gang activities will lead you to a dead-end road one way or another. So our goal is to make sure that I'm able to listen to the youth, the teenagers, hear their story, find out why they're dealing with the things that they're dealing with in life, find out why they feel that they need to do drugs, or find out why they believe they need to sell drugs. There's a need, there's a purpose, there's a reason for everything. So my goal as a sheriff is to let people understand or let them know that I'm here for you all, for everyone, but I can't, and the sheriff's office cannot do it alone. We need the help with listening, coaching us, giving us understanding of how you're dealing with life itself.
Have you ever had to deal with any people coming to you like confessing for like drugs and
People will only come to you when they can trust you, meaning they trust that you will not judge them, but they trust that you will help get them the necessary help that they need, and you will put them on the right path to be secured and safe. Our goal and my goal has always been, and will remain the same and better, is that whatever people need, I'm here for them. I can't do it all, but if they come to me and they say, Sheriff, I'm dealing with some issues, can you, will you, how can you get me the help that I need? I promise you, I will do those things, get you the help they need.
Hello, Sheriff. So I would like to say, since becoming sheriff in 2018, what are some valuable life lessons or experiences you've gained in your position?
The most valuable lesson that I've gained in my position is to make sure that I understand how important it is for me to have God in my life on a daily basis. That's number one. Number two, I've learned the importance of spending time or trying to put time in place for loved ones. That's difficult at times because the job keeps you busy, but I've learned that is an important thing to do. Number three, I've learned that the team that I work with needs to understand how important they are to not just myself, but to the community of Guilford County, making sure that they understand that they may not get paid the salaries that they want to or need, but we want to make sure that they understand that we love them, we respect them, and we're grateful for their service and dedication and loyalty to the sheriff's office as well as to the citizens of Great Guilford County.
So I've heard that Guilford County has over 550,000 people. What is it like being responsible for the safety and well-being of such a large population?
Well, first of all, it takes a team. We are a team. When I say we are a team, it takes a team. Every individual that lives in Guilford County, we are team players, team members. So I don't just do this. I don't do this alone. We do this together. We do it together with the Guilford County Sheriff's Office team. For those that are sworn and non-sworn, administrative, detectives, everybody that's employed with the Guilford County Sheriff's Office. But we also, too, we look for the assistance, and we need the help, seriously, from the men and women, the children, the babies. It makes no difference where they love, where they come from, where their faith is, none of that. We need everyone to come together and let us all help serve and protect each other.
Hello, Sheriff Rogers. So certain qualities are required to succeed as a county sheriff, such as maintaining composure during high-stress situations. So what advice would you give to someone on how to stay calm during high-pressure situations?
You know, I always talk about God, I do, so that's real. But I'm going to say this. I like to believe, and I know from experience, that I keep a strong team. I keep myself surrounded by a strong team. I keep myself surrounded by positive people. I don't have time for the negative stuff that people talk about or want to do. So I make sure we focus in on the great things that we've been blessed to do, because people will do what a leader does. If you are a positive leader, they're going to do the positive. If you are a negative leader, many of them do negative things behind you. And my goal is to always be positive, be transparent, and be intentional about what we do.
How does your department prepare for and respond to emergencies such as natural disasters or active shooter situations?
We put it together as a team. You know, we all pulled together throughout the state of North Carolina during the flood up in the western part of the state. Helene. Mentally, spiritually, physically, you have to be prepared. Things happen so fast, sometimes you don't have the ability or the time to think about or grabbing it, trying to be ready. So we like to believe that we're doing the training parts that we have throughout the organization. Throughout the year, we do different trainings. We work with the organizations to make sure that everyone know that regardless whether you're in blue, black, or brown, or gray, or whatever colors your uniform may be, first responders, law enforcement, EMTs, we all are in this thing together. So we work together as a team. There's no big eyes, no little eyes. There's no use. It's just us together, or we together as a team.
Yes. Teamwork is always best.
Yes, teamwork is always best.
So how does your department collaborate with local schools, businesses, and organizations to enhance public safety?
So we have a community resource unit. The sheriff's office we develop a team where we try to make sure our unit is, which is a 4-man team, which is we can use more. But at the same time, we try to make sure that team is doing well, mentally, physically, and spiritually. They get a chance to get out here and meet people from all walks of life, from all schools, organizations. We do active, they actually assist in active shooting classes. They assist in everything that goes on with the sheriff's office when it comes to the organization, been engaged with the citizens of Guilford County. But we also, too, make sure that our patrol deputies, our courthouse deputies, our non-sworn detention officers, understand people are always watching you. They're always looking to see whether you do something positive or something negative. And we like to always make sure that they understand, be who they are, but we want the positive things to stand out a whole lot better than negative stuff. So people watch everything you do.
So do you have any advice for us as a high schoolers and for our school?
Sure. Yeah. For your school, I will say this. I felt nothing but the presence of love here. That's real. That means the leadership is in place. Follow great leadership. Leadership will continue to do well. As you follow and receive the teaching from the leadership that you deal with on a daily basis, mold that, package that leadership and make it yours. Tweak it to where you can do it and help somebody else. Teammates, your students, your friends, even those that you've been around and you don't really know, continue to mold that. And be wise about people talking. People going to talk. They talk all the time about stuff. Most times they don't know what they're talking about. But as you realize and you recognize your students and they're talking about stuff, just embrace it and love on them.
What was the longest case you've ever worked on, and what was it like to manage such an extended investigation?
The longest case that I have ever worked on, honestly, would have been something on a patrol, which was years ago. But as the sheriff overseeing the longest cases, or what has been, it takes collaboration with not just the team itself, because we're doing that, but the victims' families. Takes collaboration with the citizens of the area or witnesses that will come forth. I have some cold cases that I would love to see come to pass, and I believe they will. Once people trust me, they can really trust me. And knowing that I would not turn their names over, reveal to them that they gave me the information, then they would trust me to let me know who did this and who did that. So a couple of weeks ago, I was able to put out a press release regarding ICE and detainers and immigration. Please don't misunderstand me. I want border control. I want the things that we need to have, but not at the expense of having people being afraid to go to work, to go to school, or to live. Not at the expense of people believing or feeling that they're going to be intimidated by Guilford County Sheriff's Office. Guilford County Sheriff's Office is an office that will do the job that needs to be done when it comes to enforcing the law. Get a chance, go back and look at our website where I put the press release out on what we would do and what we would not do. Hear me. I'm the sheriff for everybody, for this county. My goal is to make sure that you understand that the Guilford County Sheriff's Office will not, have not, shall not intimidate anybody. We're here for you. We will do the job that we need to get done to help you as a citizen of this great county or a person that lives here in this great county, understand you can come to your local sheriff's office, let us know that you need or whatever you may need. The things that we've been dealing with lately has been fraud. People been calling people about fraud. The sheriff's office, and I'm done after this, the sheriff's office would not call you and tell you you need to turn yourself in, or better yet, send us $2,500 or meet us at a gas station to give us money so you don't go to jail. That's all the stuff like that. I have to make sure I put stuff out like that so that you understand that is not from your sheriff's office. I'm a sheriff that's here to help, serve, and to protect you. So let me say this in closing. Students, parents, friends, loved ones, you see something, say something. You hear something, say something. Don't, please hear me. When I tell you that we will protect you or I will not share your information, believe me, I won't. Okay, give me a call. I'm your sheriff, Danny H. Rogers. Thank you.